Step into the mind of the unknown, where we dive deep into the unique human experience, where we blend the dark and the light. I'm your host, Fabian. This is my co-host, Sam, and welcome to Anything Evil.
Hello.
What's good, y'all?
Welcome to this brand new podcast.
Yes, sir.
We're very excited to announce Anything Evil. And then put the little cheering sound. Yay.
Yeah.
We're very excited to finally release this podcast to the world. This podcast has been in the works for a very long time.
Too long.
And, you know, although we're very excited, we're very nervous as well. You're going to hear some mistakes, so bear with us.
Yeah, don't be so harsh on us, guys.
This is obviously our very first episode 0. What we want to do with this specific episode is we want to introduce ourselves, and we want to introduce you guys to what this whole Anything Evil podcast is all about.
And how it came about as well.
And how it came about, and then our future plans to change the world.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
There you go. Big plans. But let's get started with the hosts. I'll go first. I'm Fabian. You guys can call me Phoebe. I'm a 90s kid, former shitty skater, right? Not even amateur, bro. I sucked. And also former guitar player, bandmate. We'll get into that one in a little bit. But born and raised in Santa Ana. And just happy to be here and talking to you guys. Hopefully you guys get to learn a little bit something about what we grew up with. But let me shoot it over to my co-host. He's been a friend of mine since 1999, kindergarten at Edison Elementary. He is my friend, the big dog.
What's good, y'all? What's good, guys? My name is Sam, also known as the Big Dog. And also like Phoebe, was born in Santa Ana. Former skateboarder, former drummer, producer, and apparently a co-host of a podcast
Yes,
now.
sir.
You know,
Podcast
so we're making these moves, man. I was born in Mexico, raised in Santa Ana, pretty much my entire life.
Puro ice.
Budo Ice, 714 Orange County, baby. We're just excited to bring this new project to you guys. Anything Evil. This is something that's been in the works now for, like Fabian said, for a couple months. The idea pretty much just came to my front desk not that long ago because Fabian needed a place to record.
Sir.
So now we're here.
Elusive Studio, shout out.
Elusive Studios.
For free.
For free.
Hell yeah. So like the big dog was saying earlier this year, you know, what do they call it? I just had an epiphany, man. You know, because we're, you know, me and the big dog, although we've been friends for over 25 years, we'll get into the history and all that, all our ups and downs. But pretty much earlier this year, you know, me and him been hanging out. We have these really sick ass deep conversations, bro. And I'm sure you, the listeners, have a friend as well that you can talk to and you can yap for years, bro. And then once you get out of that conversation, you feel like so much better about yourself. And so me and this guy have been having those conversations for years, bro. Like,
Yeah, dude, it's been,
like since we've known each other, you know?
good conversations too, bro. Even though, like, some of you guys might know us, you know us as a bunch of idiots. Even though we do have some good conversations, there's been some days, obviously, you know, that
Go deep, you know what I mean?
deep. You know, obviously, at the end of the day, you know, we're still human. We still go through stuff, you know, day in, day out. So
ups and downs, just like all you guys. And, you know, and then pretty much you regret not recording those conversations, man, because, you know, you want to go back to the, like, how you felt after that, right? And so hindsight, right, is 2020. We just kind of finally decided this year to, you know, do a podcast and talk deep, you know, sometimes talk deep about these conversations about, you know, our life experiences, right? But, you know, we're very excited. I think you guys can resonate with the conversations that we're going to be having. This podcast is mostly going to be fear-based, right? Like mental health, all that good stuff.
yeah, phobias, fears, mental health.
Kind of stuff that people don't really talk about because people like to bottle that stuff up inside. right? You know, like us as men, we hate to talk about that we're depressed, right? We hate to say that we're sad or whatever, and we bottle that stuff inside, and that, you know, that really affects, you know, our daily lives. You know, we can affect our drive, our coworkers, with just feeling depressed and not being able to talk to anybody, you know, not being able to release all those feelings out to the world, you know. And pretty much those are the conversations we kind of want to have here on this podcast. Like I said, I think you guys can resonate. Me and Sam, we have a repertoire of over 25 years. We know each other like the back of our hands, right? And
Yep.
you know, we've gone through some pretty serious life experiences as well.
Oh yeah.
That you know, could be very insightful for you guys. But anything you want to add on to that, big dog?
I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Obviously, like Fabian said, this is pretty much our pilot episode. That's why we're calling it episode 0. We just wanted to talk about ourselves a little bit and what this podcast is going to be about. And obviously, like, you know, what we have in store and like everything else that we have outside of the podcast, what we want to do. And we're just very excited to share all these stories and just, you know, all the experiences that we've had growing up together. And hopefully we'd be able to share that with you guys, because another thing that we want to add to this is we want to have guests on the show that are
Correct.
able to share and talk about their experiences or fears that they've had. And, you know, obviously being from Santa Ana, like me and Fabian know a lot of people here, you know, so we would like to get, you know, peers, you know, from all different types of classes. You know, we don't want to just stick to one specific type of person. We want rich, poor, black, white, everything. You know, we want to be able to talk to anybody and just be able to share those, you know, have those conversations with you guys. And hopefully, you know, it can resonate with, you know, our 3 listeners that we might have over the
That's
period
right.
of this, the beginning of this podcast.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, and like the big dog saying, like everybody, even if you're rich, poor, brown, white, you know, everybody goes through fears, right? Everybody has some sort of fear, and everybody kind of fights it a different way, you know. And when we have these guests on our show, you know, hopefully they can kind of give us their way of their fight. Like if someone's afraid of the dark, they may go through it a different way than like a, you know, a poorer person or like a different, or a person from a different country, right? And like you can learn something like, oh, I never thought that I could conquer fear that way, you know, conquer that fear that way. And so it's really going to be like a kind of like a self-help podcast in a way as well, right? You'll be able to learn some stuff, some life experiences from all types of people. And yeah, we're just super excited, man. Like I just I'm so nervous, but like, you know, we're out here.
We are, yeah, we definitely are out here. And we also want to just double down on the fact that while we're not licensed therapists, we're not doctors, we're not,
True that.
you know, any of that stuff. We're just two regular guys, man, you know, just trying to have, you know, recorded conversations and just kind of share, like we said, share our experiences with you guys.
Correct.
And, you know, hopefully our podcast, you know, is something that you guys can listen to if you guys are feeling down or if you need any type of reinsurance, you know. We will be having a segment on this show eventually where we'll be having Q&As. So, you know, you guys feel free to, you know, send us messages, leave us comments. If it's about the podcast, about ourselves, or any sort of topics you guys want to hear. Again, we're not the brightest dudes, so we're going to do our best to give you guys the best information possible. Because we also want to, you know, laugh and, you know, be able to enjoy this time, you know, recording these podcasts, because we don't just want to be like a sad ass podcast either, you know, like we want to make sure that the people listening are enjoying it and, you know, are willing to share it with their peers and, you know, be able to share it with whoever, you know.
Getting some sort of entertainment from it,
Yeah.
right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, so.
And I think me and Sam are going to bring some unique comedy to this show, you know, right? Like I said, like I keep saying, I've known this guy since 1999, and we've been through, believe it or not, we've been through some pretty downs in our early
Big
stages.
downs, bro.
Big downs.
Hell yeah.
Have you ever had a friend that you thought was a friend who took your vest from your shoulder and then whipped it to your head and cracked you like an egg and just made you bleed all over your school, your elementary school? No, you haven't? Well, I have, and it's the big dog.
And now he's the co-host.
And
Nah,
now-
see, like, this is what I mean, bro. Like, me and Fane have always, like, tried to remember the story as best as possible. Cause
oh shit, I can't remember because you hit me in the head,
yeah,
bro.
fool, then stop fucking lying. So I remember pretty much touching up on that story when we were in second grade, and me and Fane had the same class, and I remember it was like end of day type of stuff. So we were leaving class or whatever, and during this time we were in the bungalows out in the back, and obviously we were leaving and we were going home, and I remember me and Fane were just kind of like talking shit or whatever the fuck we were doing. And this dude decides to flip me off with both his fingers, bro. And I don't know why that pissed me off.
Soft ass fool.
So I took off my
Oh,
vest,
man.
my red vest that
The
I
blue
had
vest.
that my mom bought me for my birthday.
My best Christmas.
And I remember I was, we were just kind of laughing or whatever, and I just swung it at him, bro.
Cracked
And this
me.
weak ass fool with
Yeah,
this
this
weak
fool.
ass forehead, I cracked him with the zipper of the vest, and this fool started bleeding like crazy.
They call it the Edison Elementary Massacre, bro. 2001.
So I hit this fool with my vest, and now he's bleeding, and not just like a little bit. This motherfucker's whole face is covered in blood. So now I'm panicking, right? So I took him to the bathroom because the bathroom was literally right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So I told this fool, "Hey, dude, we need to go clean up your face."
He's trying to hide his tracks, bro.
No. Look,
Sick ass
because I was already panicking.
Not even
bro.
trying to help me out.
This dude's already bleeding like crazy. So I took him to the bathroom, and I was like, "Hey, bro, let me grab some paper towels." I was like, "But don't look into the mirror, bro, because you're gonna freak out." So as I'm trying to get paper towels, all I hear is this fool start yelling, and now he's freaking out, and now he's crying. So now I'm like, "Oh fuck!" Like I need to get out of here. So I left him there in the bathroom, bro, because I was like, "Oh hell no, bro." So I left. And I want to go hide behind this big ass tree, which was funny because it was right in front of the front office. Now that I remember, and I remember some time passed. I think it was like 15, 20 minutes passed, and I hear my name on the intercom, like, "Oh, Mr. Samuel Gonzalez, can you please come to the front office?" And I was like, "Damn, bro, I'm going to jail. The
Yeah.
cops are waiting for me. Like that's done. My life is
Watch.
over.
Press charges on
They're
this.
gonna, they're gonna take me for murder, bro."
Hell yeah.
So
dude.
I get into the office, right? And I remember, dude, we had the scariest vice principal,
Yeah,
bro,
dude.
Mr. Martinez. Guy was just a scary motherfucker, bro. So I show up, dude's in there hugging his mom like a bitch. And I was already afraid of Fabian's mom at that time. So, God bless her soul. They didn't press charges, So they left, and I was just me and Mr. Martinez. And let me tell you what, man. This dude chewed me out, bro. Made me cry. Obviously he's like, "How dare you
That's
attack
right.
a fellow student?"
That's
Like
right.
that's, you're lucky. Like his mom didn't press charges. Da da da.
That's right.
And I'm over here, bro. Just I didn't mean to hit him. He pissed me off. So the funny part was pretty much after that, I think Fabian's mom told this fool, "I don't want you hanging out with that hoodlum anymore, bro. That fool's too street for you. He's too gangster. You're just a soft little kid. Like you can't be around that negativity." And so pretty much after that, like I don't think we spoke for a few months actually.
Yeah. I
Even
think
though we had the same class,
sick as minute. Yeah.
sick ass minute, but pretty much after that, like we just started hanging out again, bro. And just like that, we were just inseparable, bro.
Probably out of fear, bro. I was probably scared for my life, bro. I was like, like, and keep my friends close, enemies close,
Hey,
kind of
low-key.
shit. Yeah, bro, you cracked me pretty good. I think I still have the scar.
I'm pretty sure if you go back, you can still see the blood streak from the
Oh
bungalow
yeah, definitely
to the bathroom,
definitely.
bro.
Oh yeah, it's still there. I looked at it the other day. It's crazy. If you ever want to clone me, blood's there. It's a sick ass blood trail.
Weak ass DNA though, bro. You guys don't want that shit.
But yeah, like that's like one of the, I guess you could say, downs, right, that me and the Big Dog have had over these past 25 years. And some of the highs that we've had, like he said, after all that was said and done, we started bonding again, and this time we bonded with like skating in middle school.
Yeah.
And like, dude, me and this guy were like competitive as fuck, bro. Like we skated every single day. Sometimes we skated to like freaking night, right? You remember those days? Just like in the front yard,
front of the house.
front of the house. And we always looked out for cars too, right? Remember those days too?
Well,
And-
yeah, bro, because we would always eat shit in the middle of the street, like if cars just weren't casually passing by.
Yeah, those were the good days, bro. and we had a third guy too, Ovi. Shout out Ovi.
Shout out our boy Ovi, bro.
Homie was a down ass fool too.
Bowl cut, having ass fool.
Bowl cut.
I remember that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, we bonded with skateboarding, and that's pretty much kind of stayed with us even still to this day. Even though like we're old now and we don't really.
Well, yeah, which was funny because, so me and Fan went to the same elementary, middle school, high school, and college, and I think out of all those, like 12, 13 years that we like went to school, we only had 3 classes together, which was kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd grade. And after that, we never shared a class again. So, out like during school, like I would rarely see him. So obviously, when we would leave school, what we would skate, you know,
Skate
and
home.
that was what kind of like, you know, held us together. You know, because it was me, this dude, and Ovi. You know, we were skating every single day, bro. Like that's what, you know. Well, you know, we were just sick ass skaters at that time.
And did we get good? Nah, not really.
Well, I mean, we were decent.
Had a little bag, right?
We had a little bag. I mean, we weren't like the coolest cats,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure some fools feared us.
Yeah. I remember the best trick I ever did. If anybody knows what this is a Vario heel flip.
Yeah, that was clean.
Remember that day, bro?
That was
Clean
clean.
at Superior, right?
At Superior, yeah.
Yeah.
We were skating the Superior Gap. Yeah,
Yep. Vario heel, bro.
very heel.
Best trick I ever had. What was the best trick you ever had? Dude, you were pretty good, low key.
I
Low
mean,
key at flat ground, you were like badass.
my favorite trick, I think, because I mean, I had hard flips down for a minute, but I think my favorite trick was I think it was my fakey big flip, bro.
Yeah, I was always
Fakey
jealous
big
about.
flip was clean, dude.
Yeah, I was always jealous about that.
Because that was my thing. Like, since obviously, like, I'm kind of like handicapped. I have a blood condition, which I shouldn't.
about it.
I shouldn't have been skating. I'm hemophilic.
Shinners, bro.
So, oh my god, bro. So pretty much like I have hemophilia. Fabian used to call it homophilia. You know what, bro? Now that I think about it, I think that was the reason why I hit you with my vest.
No.
Because you called me a homophiliac.
No, because I didn't know.
Yes, bro.
No.
Now that I remember,
Lies.
I think that's what it was. But anyways, so I have a blood condition that pretty much if I get cut, like my blood doesn't clot, so I just bleed out, right? And here I am doing extreme sports and shit. But yeah, so pretty much that limited me from like doing stairs or big gaps or whatever. So I was, you know, I had to master something. So I ended up mastering like pretty much flat ground tricks. So I was pretty much undefeated when it came to like playing skate. I was, bro. I wasn't the cleanest skater,
Low key, yeah, low key.
but I had
I'll give
tricks
you that.
on deck,
I'll
bro.
give you that.
I had a bag.
This fool all of a sudden would bust out a tray flip, and it's like, what the hell? Like, I'd kind of feel like offended, bro, because we would learn tricks at the same time.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, this fool knows how to do a tray flip. I'm like, damn, bro, like I low key give up. You know what I mean?
But I mean that's how it was for me because when I would see you and Ovi do like stairs or like big gaps, like
True.
I would want to try it, but I was like I can't risk like bumping my head or whatever because then I'm just gonna drop dead right there.
Low key.
So that was like a really fun time, you know, that we shared. So then pretty much going into high school, we moved into the music scene, and
another straight up high, bro.
another straight
Fun
up high that we
times.
had, bro. Like I wish, obviously, me and Fan wish that because we ended up joining marching band in our junior year. But man, I wish I would have joined my freshman year because obviously it was just like some of the best times of our life.
Yeah.
But yeah, so pretty much I ended up joining marching band first, and then you know I was trying to convince Fabian to join, you know, because it was like, bro, like, you know, we swore we were the cool cats, you know, we're gonna press all these chicks, like nobody cared about band.
Yeah. Nah.
So we ended up joining band, bro, and you know, obviously during the off season we were in drumline as well. I played drum set / snare, and Fabian played. You played.
For what? For a marching band?
For marching band, for marching band, he played tuba, which is hilarious because this is like a fucking stick figure, dog.
Low key.
And then obviously for marching band, I played drum set. And then on the off season, when drumline season would start, your boy would turn into Nick Cannon because I was, you know, center snare, and Fabian.
Because they didn't have anybody, bro.
And Fabian played. What did you play? The mallets?
I played the chimes.
The chime
and also bass.
and the bass. Yeah.
But then
that's cool.
but then I graduated the next year to drum set too.
You did, which was terrible.
Nah, I was clean, bro.
Yeah, you were pretty clean. But then it was pretty cool because then after that, we were ranked pretty high performers, so we ended up joining honor band. Oh shit! Sorry, bro. I ended up joining Honor Band. Me and Manny and Tony, shout out. So it was funny, because even in that sense,
bro, your guys' is like requirements.
Me and Fabian, in that sense, were always competitive, right?
Hold up. Your requirements to join Honor Band was just to make a couple rolls, and that's it, bro. If you could do like what do they call it? What do you guys call it? Paradiddle? If you could do a paradiddle, you're in Honor Band, bro.
No, bro.
I had to do 20 scales, bro. And I had to do like all these sight reading things to get in.
Well, you know what, bro? That sounds like a you problem, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was no trouble. Because wasn't Sarah in it too?
I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure Tony was in it too.
No, low key, like everybody was in it except for me.
Yeah, that shit was funny. So then Fan was always hating low key.
But although this guy was in Honor Band, I got him back because I actually was in a band.
Yeah, true.
A rock and roll band, bro. Hell yeah.
It was cool.
I had a band with one of our mutual friends, Tony. Shout out Tony. We made this band in Drumline. It was me and him playing this riff that ended up becoming one of our our hit song, "Losing My Grip." And me and Tony made a band with another fellow friend named Rico, and we also we recruited our friend Manny to play the drums, and we did pretty good for a while. But I think we were part of some scam for like Chain Reaction, bro, because we were part of this breakthrough group who wanted to book us every week, and all the things that we had to do, our only requirement was to sell 20 tickets. But obviously, us high school kids, broke as a joke, having a show every single week. It gets pretty tiresome pretty fast.
I don't know how you guys did it, dude.
Well, we had to do out of pocket, bro. Had to pay for own
But
ticket.
that's what I'm saying, because I know that at that time the only one working was Rico.
Yeah. So I mean, those were the days, bro. Struggling band, and so I got him back by being in an actual band where he never got to perform in front of people, like playing the drum set, But eventually, Silent Anxiety, the band that I was in, kind of like disbanded. I got out first, and then they ended up disbanding a short period later. But then we actually after around college time, right?
Yeah. Then once we got into college,
it was essentially the same exact band.
It was the same band, but this time it was me on drums, Manny on bass, Fabian on guitar, and Tony on lead guitar, and that was us. But the funny part was, right, you're like, oh, yeah, that's cool. You guys started a band. We had no singer, bro. We had no singer. We were just an instrumental band that, again, good music. I will say we did have some good tunes,
yes,
man.
Sir.
I feel like we all kind of had good chemistry when it came to writing.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, like bands, bro, it's just egos, dog. So when it's one mouth running, it's going to be another one. This person wants this and this and that.
Yeah.
And then so, we did that. We formed a band called Last Giving Hope. And it was pretty much us,
But no singer, bro.
But no singer,
yeah. So we were kind of like, what do they call it? We shot ourselves in the foot with that one.
Yep.
Had no chance of survival without a singer. We recorded some songs that we'll share on a future post.
Do you still have them? I can't find them, bro.
I still have. I think Tony has them too. Either way, that one never deletes anything.
Bro, we all saved up money to book this recording
professional studio.
We recorded 2 songs, bro.
No, it was 3.
It was 2.
Losing My Friends, or Lose Your Friends,
and the famous song, our hit,
Rain's Diamonds.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
We never got to record the other ones.
Oh, that's right.
So pretty much so that was a disaster. So they were like, hey, idea, let's kick out. Oh wait, no. Yeah, right, because.
Well, yeah. So we did the recording to shop around for singers.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
It never worked out. Same thing, like egos, right? Like, oh, I don't like this guy. I like this guy. That kind of shit. It just never worked out. And we ended up disbanding. And then a short period later after that, we ended up making another band now, except without Tony. So it's like a member less. Every time it's a member less.
Oh, that's right. It was just me, you, and Manny.
That's it. Yeah.
Tony wasn't an Elusive?
I think for a while, like maybe like the beginning
Wasn't it towards the end?
or towards the end. I don't really remember.
Oh man.
But as you guys can guess, that shit went nowhere, bro.
Yeah, that shit went nowhere, bro. We were just not meant to be in the band, bro. Like
Yeah.
we just, like the thing is, we put all our eggs in that fucking basket, bro. Like
Yeah.
that was just like it was either this or nothing, and just we wish we had that cool story. We're like, yeah, bro, we committed to this and it paid off. Nah, shit didn't pay off
Yeah.
shit, bro.
Yeah. Bought a bunch of equipment, right?
Yeah, bro.
Everybody got new
I
stuff.
bought a brand new drum set for no reason.
Yeah.
And then, so pretty much like that's where, or those were like some of the times that like
ups and downs
that me and this fool had. Because then eventually after college, we kind of went our own separate ways. We would still hang out here and there. Anytime like all of the guys got together, it was just more of like kicking back,
Yeah.
not really doing much.
Adulthood, that's what
Yeah.
happens. Everybody gets a job and
Everybody gets a job and stuff. So then like. For me, I picked up producing around 2017, I believe. And I believe that's when Fabian started getting into like graphic design and like all that cool stuff. So, we were still pretty much doing our own things. Obviously at that time, like we were a little more separated, but whenever one of us was going through shit, like we could always count on each other.
Correct.
So I think that's the chemistry that we've always like really shared. 'Cause even now, being that we finally started this podcast, a lot of shit has happened in our lives, bro. And that's obviously, we've been through our dark times. We've been like Fane said, we've been through our hard times, and eventually we'll talk about it. Like obviously there's gonna be a bunch of episodes that we'll be able to discuss, the questions that you guys shoot at us. But pretty much like wrapping up this episode, we just want to again thank you guys for tuning in. Like obviously I feel like this episode 0 was all over the place.
Nah, we got it.
Right. and so we just hope you guys enjoy like the ambience, the vibes that we're gonna bring to you guys, because as nervous as we are, we're very excited.
Yeah.
And we're just super pumped to finally, hopefully this works out for us.
Yeah.
Because we're tired of failing at shit, because we're good at that. And
yeah, and you can bet your ass we're gonna be here every week, every Friday. We're gonna be releasing an episode, and just to kind of go back to what this podcast is all about, we're all about mental health, fears, any daily fears that you may have, and any life experiences. That's pretty much what we want. We're very curious people. We're curious minds, and so I'm sure like you guys are listeners. You like to learn from other people's mistakes or experiences as well, and so. It's all gonna be. We're gonna try to build a, nice, safe community of just like-minded people that all give each other advice and we all learn from it. Like the big dog says, while we wind down, we're very excited, very nervous. Obviously, there's a couple mistakes here, but we hope that you enjoyed. Like our what is it? Our throwback downtown to our past history and all that. And in future podcast episodes, you'll learn a little bit more. That's just like a elevator pitch of what our 25-year friendship has been like. Obviously, if you know us, you know who we are and what we're like. But we're very excited to bring our unique chemistry to a podcast world now. And if you want to plug anything else, Big Dog, go ahead. While we wind down.
Eventually, guys, we'll be having a Patreon where we would be having a lot of like BTS stuff, a lot of secret episodes or like little vlogs that we want to try to do and put out. I think that's where we would have like our more personal Q&As, I think. And also like the Patreon, we do want to offer like special guests that we can get on here, and we can have those conversations with them, chop it up with them. Have them talk about their fears, the way they deal with it, and just pretty much any type of life experiences that they have. And hopefully, you guys can get some type of advice from this.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty much on my end. That's pretty much it, brother.
Yes, sir. Well, with that, we appreciate all of the listeners. We'll see you on the next one, and so long.
Thank you for tuning in to the episode 0 of Anything Evil. Seacrest out.
Put a bomb.